Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a deck walkthrough today, and so I've decided to go through the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. So there's a lot of Halloween oracles and tarot out there, but this happens to be one of my favorite because every single card just screams Halloween. So it is a 36 oracle deck. It comes in this box here. It also has this booklet, and this booklet goes through each and every card very detailed, and there's also some sample spreads in the very beginning of the book. So we're going to be referring to one of these at the very end after I flip through each card to do a sample reading. So if you guys are not interested in seeing this deck in its entirety, you guys can just go to the timestamp down below. I also wanted to break out my new fabric here that I got from Joann's. It is the Maleficent fabric, and I also wanted to combine this beautiful purple pyramid. This is the Crystal Skull Pyramid by Wing and Bell. So it just looks so perfect with this, and everything is down below. Also, I went to Cracker Barrel and I got this beautiful bracelet. I've used it a few times in my videos, but I don't think I've announced where I've actually gotten it from. So let's go ahead and put this aside and just start walking through this deck so you guys can see how cool it is. So this is the back of the cards here. I think it's about 3 by 5, so it's a bigger, oracle. It's glossy, and that's the back of the cards. They look all the same. So the very first card we have Zombie, Control. So I like how it gives you whatever the character is or whatever the object is, and it gives you a key word. So Control. Werewolf, exploring wildness. So exploring your wild side. Ghost, regret. Ghosts of the past, love it. The Veil, the future. So the future is veiled. Trick or treat, I love this. Mischief and play. The Skeleton is about strength, strong bones. Mummy is about change. Apple, this is probably my favorite card in this deck, it's just so cool, is risk and reward. The Underworld, it says where all things pause and begin again. Death, it says the eternal cycle begins here. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. Barmbrack, and I'm probably not saying that correct, but it's a sweet loaf bread. It says sweetness and synergy. Night Song, hidden talents. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Vampire, emotional intelligence. It's an interesting little keyword there. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes, or hearth, however you guys want to say it. I say hearth. The Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Love that. Forgiveness. Reducing burden by forgiveness. I'm going to start over here now. Scrying, so that crystal ball here. We have intuition. Spider. Community and web weaving. Owl. Wise seeing and wise action. Black Cat, another one of my favorites here. Fortune meets opportunity. Jack-o'-lantern, protection. And that makes a lot of sense because that really goes with the whole history of the jack-o'-lantern, which is, lighting your way home. Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA, which is cool. But jack-o'-lanterns also mean more than that. That's just how I refer to it. Protecting you in the darkness, guiding your way home, etc. But I know that there's probably more history to that, so don't quote me. Joy, rejoicing in the present. Dawn, the light after the darkness. Skull of light, illumination. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Skull of stars, infinite possibilities. So it's kind of interesting. So it has a couple of the same skulls here, but one's light, one's stars. Eternal love. What a beautiful card. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. Now see, now we have Skull of Flowers. So So it's kind of like little suits with the skulls. Skull of Flowers is creating through the ashes. Invisibility, authenticity. And here's the fourth skull. Skull of Darkness, blind spots. The Lamp, remembrance. Cauldron, synergy and healing. And last one, Lady de los Muertos. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but we have acceptance and equality. So beautiful, huh, you guys? So anyways, let's go ahead and shuffle these guys up and refer to one of these spreads. So let's take a look and see what we want to do. So, of course, I would probably combine this deck with a tarot. I probably would. But, you know, let's just say some of you guys do not read tarot. I want you guys to be able to use this deck and refer to this possibly as a little bit of a guide. Let's go ahead and go into... We have one. We have a 3-card draw, the Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so we have 2 spreads. So why don't we go ahead and do the Jack-o'-lantern divination. It says, this is a highly protective and illuminating spread. You will pull 6 cards. So that's what we're going to do. And then we can go through all these different things. So let's go ahead and pick a topic. What is somebody's, or what are our favorite topics, okay? I just recently did a spread of things that we needed to let go of, and a lot of people that watch my videos are really interested in connection. So why don't we just go ahead and see what's going on in a connection? You and a person that you're dealing with right now. Maybe there's a challenge. Let's just say there's a challenge here, and let's get some information on what we need to know at this time. So we're just going to shuffle, and we're going to pull the cards like this. Very first one. The heart of the issue or the question. So when it comes to you and this person, and again, if you resonate with these messages, great. If you don't, it's just not for you. All right, so what is the heart of the issue or the question? We have remembrance. So this is automatically telling me here that there might be some sort of fear that somebody doesn't remember, that somebody is going to forget all about you or about the connection, that somehow you can't forget this person. That's another issue. You can't let them go. Your memory is still hanging on, or even your energy is still hanging on to this individual. So that kind of makes sense for the opening energy or the question, the heart of the issue is remembrance. Will people remember? Will someone return? Will someone come back? I can't let go of this person. Makes sense. So number 2, what is the hidden issue? Wow, look at this, you guys. The hidden issue is forgiveness. Forgiveness, reducing burdens. Now, this could be a couple of different things depending on your situation. Remember, this is very general. It could be that maybe someone did something that seems to be unforgivable. Maybe somebody doesn't realize that you have forgiven them, or they don't see how you could forgive them after what's happened. And so maybe that's another reason why they're not returning to your life. Maybe you're having a difficult time forgiving this person. You haven't forgiven them. And it doesn't mean that your unforgiveness is keeping them away, but sometimes when we think about somebody and it's in lower vibrational energy, it's not certainly drawing them back in the most positive way. So the hidden issue is that we need to forgive. This could also be an energy that somebody needs to forgive themselves before they return. And so someone is maybe hiding that or stuffing that down or not facing something that they've done. So until they really face this and reduce this burden, possibly there may be some sort of a way back into your life. So let's take a look now and see what is the major obstacle, even though I feel like we have major obstacles that have already come up. We have hidden talents. Interesting. Well, the thing is, we have the major obstacle is something that's hidden. So you can take a look at that key word there. Something is hidden, and we also have talents. So how would a hidden talent be a major obstacle? Well, I'm kind of getting from this, when I see hidden talents, this tells me that there might be something about, you know, somebody's career, somebody's creative side, somebody that has a lot of ambition, somebody that may really place the importance of achievements and success above all else, above you, above the connection, above just soul connections in general. Somebody might just really putting a lot of effort and time into fame and fortune and glory, and that just seems to be what the issue is, okay? I also am getting here, though, that this person or someone may have a talent to hide things, and so it's just a part of who they are, unfortunately. This is somebody who has gotten really good at hiding themselves, who they really are, what their intentions are. They're really good at hiding things. And so this is another thing that's very difficult. Some of you guys might be dealing with a liar or a thief or somebody who has pretended to be something that they're not. And so it's very difficult. This situation has become very burdensome for you, that you cannot let go of an individual that has hurt you in this way. That could be it as well. So the main fear in this situation, let's see. Okay, so this is you. The main fear, Lady de los Muertos. So this is talking about acceptance and equality. Okay, the fear is that you're not going to be apologized to, that maybe this person is not going to make these wrongs right. This person is not going to see you as their equal. This person isn't going to accept you. So this is an issue that this person has triggered within you, and that is one of the reasons why it's difficult for you to let it go. That's what I'm getting here. So this person may have been placed in your path not to hurt you, but whatever has happened, they have certainly triggered some insecurity or some situation maybe within you where you didn't feel like you deserved more, or you didn't feel like you were good enough. And so literally you dealing with this individual, attracting someone that has the ability to hide being authentic, really did a number on you. And so this is really difficult. It's difficult for you to let this go because it was such bullshit, because it wasn't fair, because it wasn't right. And you're having a difficult time letting go because maybe those scales of justice have not been balanced, and you're pissed, and it makes sense. Absolutely. But the thing is, at this point, you're only holding yourself hostage, and you're only, with this energy. It doesn't mean you have to forgive them. Like, it's okay with this jerk off or jerk whatever it did. It's not, it doesn't make it okay. But holding on to this poison, it's just burdening you at this point. That's what we have here. It's burdening you at this point. So this person has a talent. You're not the only person that you're not the only one that this person did this to, or acted this way with, or behaved in this way. This person has a talent for doing this, for hiding things, for being inauthentic, for maybe even being a trickster, possibly. But if that does not resonate, I do feel like there might be some of you out there that you're dealing with someone who is just placing their ambitions and their dreams above your connection. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But your biggest fear is that somehow this person is not going to see you as good enough, or that somehow you don't feel good enough next to this person, and that you're never going to feel sustained. You're never going to be able to feel replenished after what has happened here. That's what it is. The solution. What is the solution after all of that? Yeah, illumination. This skull of light makes a lot of sense to me. This just means that we've got to see things from a higher perspective. We got to illuminate our thoughts. We've got to go towards the light, staying in the dark, staying in the fear, staying pissed, staying in the energy of unforgiveness. Again, you're not forgiving this person for what they did. You're forgiving yourself and letting yourself go, like letting yourself, giving yourself a permission to let this person go. Forgiving yourself that maybe you let things slide, or that you saw the red flags but you ignored them, etc., etc. So that's what you're doing. You're forgiving yourself at this point. You don't have to forgive this person, but you don't have to carry on this energy connected to this individual anymore, because it's heavy, it's dark, it's ugly, you don't need it. So Spirit is saying what the solution is to go towards the light. Elevate your mind, elevate your thoughts, see things from a higher perspective, see this person as somebody that, is probably going to go through their entire lives, if not just at least for a while, making the same mistakes and hurting other people, and maybe somebody else will help them to wake up and smell the coffee, okay? You might have been a part of this person's path and growth. They were obviously a part of yours as well, but at this point, it might be best to just try to see things from a lighter perspective. So that way it doesn't have to feel so heavy and dark, okay? This person is not the key to your self-worth. You are the key to your self-worth. That's what you need to remember. You need to remember that you are the person that's going to hand that key back to yourself, not them. So if you're looking for them to, like I said, sustain you or to fulfill you on some sort of level, make you feel worthy, make you feel better, it doesn't mean it won't happen, but that's like giving somebody way too much power over you. And it's about really becoming equal and accepting yourself, feeling equal amongst this person. Maybe there's been an issue to where you felt less than, Absolutely. That's a very difficult thing to get through. But that is ego right there. That is ego right there, to feel like somebody else, because they have more, because they have this going on or that going on, that somehow they're better than you. That has nothing to do with shit. Nothing at all. So now we have what will happen if you engage the solution. So what's going to happen if you go towards the light? What is going to basically happen? Now I'm prepared that we can draw a difficult card here, which just means that we're in for some work. We're in for maybe some shadow work, possibly. It's not always easy to do the right thing. But guess what? It's beautiful. The owl. Wise seeing means wise action. So when you see things from a higher perspective, you take wiser actions. That's the action that you're taking. So this is the future. This is what you're doing. Again, you're seeing things from a wiser perspective, an illuminated perspective. You're seeing things, you're becoming wiser with all these experiences. You're certainly becoming wiser from this individual. So you can thank this individual in a way for maybe doing what they did, because they've just helped you to become that much wiser later on. Maybe you're going to be that much wiser when they finally decide to return and come back one day. You'll be wise enough to know exactly what to do, and maybe it will be not to fall for their shit again. Just depends. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that reading as well as the walkthrough. Thanks for watching, and I plan to bring more videos like this to you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.